paradise. Don't forget to do your standing meditation. So today is the first day of the rest of your life. What are we going to do different today? Well, I don't know what you're going to do different, but I am definitely going to do something. So, YouTube. So, things are changing. It's 2023. YouTube is changing. So, we're going to have to completely redo our YouTube website, Dr. Chila, for you. And we've got new toys to play with, and we've got new ways of sharing information. And because this is medical Qigong, we're going to concentrate more on teaching you the meridians and why that is so very important. But more about that later. DJ Kitty, hit the music. So while she's looking for the music, which was queued up, the wrist is the reservoir that we talked about yesterday. And we said the wrist was the reservoir of yang. So when you shake your hands, what are you doing? What are we doing? I'm not going to answer the question for you. You're going to figure out the answer. Because we've been doing this for 3 years now, and you never knew that the wrist was the reservoir of yang energy. Okay? So anybody want to put in the chat why we do this exercise every time? And why this is so very important. Well, I've said that before. But based upon what I said yesterday, now lean forward. Now drum your kidneys side to side. Qigong side to side. Now drum your kidneys side to side. Qigong side to side. Now thump your chest side to side. Qigong side to side. Now find the stomp side to side. Qigong side to side. Now sacral pump side to side. Qigong side to side. Now sacral pump side to side. Qigong side to side. Now right hand jing. Right hand jing. Left hand chi. Left hand chi. Right hand shin. Right hand shin. Left hand chi. Left hand chi. Right hand jing. Right hand jing. Left hand chi. Left hand chi. Right hand shin. Right hand shin. Left hand chi. Left hand chi. Jing. Jing. Chi. Chi. Jing. Heart, lung, liver, spleen, right, left kidney, jing, chi. Heart, lung, liver, spleen, right kidney, left kidney, jing, chi. Heart, lung, liver, spleen, right kidney, left kidney, jing, chi. Heart, lung, liver, spleen, liver, liver, spleen, liver, right kidney, left kidney, right kidney, left kidney, jing, chi, heart, lung, liver, spleen, liver, liver, spleen, liver, lung, liver, spleen, kidney, chi, kidney, jing. Heart, 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 liver, spleen, kidney, chi, kidney, jing. Blue Dragon, Qigong, Blue Dragon.
Okay, we have Sifu Amoiku who put in the chat that it gets shaking your wrist, gets rid of stagnation and wakes up the body.
Okay, that's true. But the reason we do this is because this is the reservoir of yang. So when we shake our hands, we're literally stimulating yang energy. Now, I usually just do it, but if you notice, I always step when I do it. So when I step, I'm also accessing the yin reservoir. So we're accessing the reservoirs of energy to wake up the body. Okay. So now we're going to do the lymph swing. So I went into the explanation yesterday, so I'm not going to explain today, but we're live on YouTube, yes?
Yes.
Okay. So for YouTube, we're stimulating the lymphatic flow. We're also taking stress out of the trapezius muscle. We're also expanding the ribs to increase more oxygen into the lungs, which purifies the blood better. And we do this for 90 seconds up to 3 minutes. So we do 108 times. So this one exercise will change your emotional state. This will change your mood. So if you're angry, frustrated, resentful, feeling guilty, feeling shamed, or slightly depressed, we're one family. So I was listening to a woman on the radio yesterday. Her mother was the oldest of 17 children. She was the youngest of 9. And they were from McClintock, Missouri. 17. Her mother was the oldest of 17. She was the youngest of 9. That's a big family. And her grandmother made sure that she didn't get lost in the shuffle. Her grandmother made sure that she got nourished, not with food, but with love and care. Now, her grandmother had 17 children. 17. And her mother had 9. And her grandmother made sure that she got love and care. And that woman went on to become a Broadway star. And she's famous now. She's pushing 70 hard. For the life of me, I can't even remember her name. But if you ever watched the TV show Blackish, she played the mother, the grandmother. She played the grandmother in Blackish. Jane somebody. Anyway, that doesn't matter. And what matters is she decided, coming out of McClintock, Missouri, this huge family, that she was going to be a star. She decided that at 9 years old. 9, I'm going to be a star. And she went on, she actually did it. So, why do I mention that? Because Qigong moves you forward. Qigong gets rid of self-limiting beliefs. Qigong gets rid of self-destructive behaviors. And Qigong gets rid of automatic negative thoughts. That's what Qigong does. It moves you. So you can't get stuck in your feelings. You can't get stuck in your thoughts. Action. Okay, now, shake your hands, drum the sky, drum the earth, drum it to the side, and then drum it up, okay? Now, I don't know if you've ever noticed, but when I say shake them up, I'm always doing this with my feet. So I'm accessing the rhythm. That's why we do this. It's not just high blood pressure. It's not just breathing structure. It's accessing the heart. And I never told you that before. Okay. What I have told you is that there's 3 arm yin and there's 3 leg yin. And there's 3 arm yang and there's 3 leg yang. The leg yin start on the feet and come up to the chest. The arm yin start on the chest and go down. So up and up. So the yin, earth to heaven. And yang, heaven to earth. And that's why we do earth to feet, feet to heart, heart to hands, hands to face, face to heaven, heaven to earth. That's the way we wake up the meridians. So, if you only had 5 minutes, that's all you have, and you're low energy and you're tired and you're irritable, we do this 108 times, and then we do this 14 times, okay? If that's all the time you have, that will break your mood. That will break your fatigue, your lethargy, the fact that you're stuck. Oh my God, what am I going to do now? That's how you do that. 108 times, 14 times, okay? This is the purpose of Qigong. Now, there's a 24-hour cycle. I don't know if I've told you this before. Oh, I only usually tell this on retreats. So on the retreats, I go into details. And I say, it starts at 3 a.m. with the lungs. So the lung is going through its self-cleaning and maintenance phase from 3 to 5 a.m. At 5, it shifts to the large intestine. And what do we want to do first thing in the morning? We want to do that morning dump between 5 and 7. And then what next is we're hungry. We want to eat breakfast between 7 and 9. And then between 9 and 11, the energy's in the spleen meridian. And what does the spleen do? What does the spleen do? Master of digestion and the lymphatic system. And the lymph system is the ignition for your immune system. So, lymphatic swing. Clean all the fluid and turn on your immune system. That's pretty darn important. Western medicine doesn't have a clue, not even close. Now, between 11 and 1, the energy's in the heart. 51% of all heart attacks in the entire world are between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. 51% of all heart attacks. The other 49% are any other time. But that amount of concentration between 11 and 1, something's going on. And it's not just physical, it's emotional, and I say that every single day. Between 1 and 3, the energy's in the small intestines. Where's the small intestines? Starts on the finger, ends next to the ear. And what are we doing between 1 and 3? We're doing busy work. Okay? Between 3 and 5, it's in the bladder. Where's the bladder meridian? Goes down the back. So all your physical labor is the bladder meridian. Between 5 and 7, it's in the kidneys. 5 o'clock, tea time. England, tea time. France, tea time. India, tea time. China, tea time. All over the world, tea time, 5 p.m. Kidneys, relax. Okay? So 9 to 5, that's the yang time of day. And so 5 to 7 and 7 to 9, that's the yin time. So yang goes up, and then 5 to 9, yin travels. So 5 to 7, 7 to 9. So what's 7 to 9? 7 to 9 is the pericardium. What is the pericardium? We covered that. The pericardium is the membrane around the heart. So the Chinese call the pericardium the physical heart. And what we call the heart is the emotional heart. So we did the emotional heart between 11 and 1. That's when the heart attacks happen. But the pericardium time is from 7 to 9, and that is the evening. That's when the day and night become even. Wow, evening. Never thought about that, did you? Okay, so 5 to 7, 7 to 9. Now 9 to 11 is what we call the triple warmer. Circulatory, digestive, reproductive. It turns out there's an organ that they just discovered is independent of all the things it's attached to. The mesentery. So the mesentery is the triple burner, triple heater, triple warmer, however you want to translate it. That's between 9 and 11. Now, 10,000 years ago, what were we doing between 9 and 11? We were getting ready for bed. And if you had a boo, you'd get out your banana leaves and you'd make your bed and you'd like cuddle up with your boo. That's what you'd be doing between 9 and 11 p.m., boom, you're asleep. What's happening between 11 p.m. and 1 a.m. is what we call the gallbladder time, but that is decision making. I call it processing. So as you're drifting off to sleep, you're in alpha, you're thinking about the events of the day. This is, of course, if you're not watching late night television between 11 and 1. If you're not watching the news from 11 to 11:30, and then late night from 11:30 to 1. You know, that TV time was created for people who get off work at 11 at night. That's why that time was created. Before people worked 3 to 11, before that time period, 9 o'clock, the TV went off at midnight. There was no programming, okay, because people didn't work late. But I digress. So between 11 at night and 1 in the morning, we're processing. We're reviewing the events of the day and we're making decisions. Oh, tomorrow I got to do this, I got to do that, blah, 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 as we're falling asleep. And that's a critical time period for us as Qigong practitioners, as medical Qigong, for the simple reason that that's our decision-making time. That's our affirmation time. And we're going to do another class just on the sleep ritual from 9 to 11 and 11 to 1. Now, between 1 and 3, the energy's in the liver. What's going on with the liver? Well, the liver is making enzymes. The liver's making enzymes. The liver controls the storage of the blood. The liver controls the muscles and the tendons. So what are our muscles and tendons doing while we're sleeping? They're relaxing. But if you're watching karate movies or YouTube nonsense, like I did for many years, if you're doing that, your liver is like, and you can't relax. And then your brain doesn't relax, and your blood doesn't relax. Wow. And then after 5, 6, 7, 8 years, you're going to make yourself sick. Okay? So as a result, the liver doesn't relax, and then you wake up. A lot of people wake up right around 3 a.m. Okay? Insomnia, poor sleep, easily disturbed sleep, eating big meals late at night, future fear, future worry, all these things are going on between 1 and 3 a.m. and then 3 a.m. they wake up and then they can't go back to sleep. Now, what should you do? You should be doing breathing exercises between 3 and 5. So that's a 24-hour cycle, and that's what Qigong is supposed to do, is to smooth out that cycle. And that's why you understand. That's why I need you to understand why we do this and how this 24-hour cycle is critically impacted by you doing Qigong first thing in the morning. Okay? Now, we all know that melatonin is the thing that helps us sleep, if you ever gone into a health store. But if you get up at sunrise and for the first 15 minutes as the sun comes up, if you gaze into the sun, the sunlight goes past your eyeballs into what we call the third eye, which is your actual pineal gland. And the pineal gland then is regulating your sleep-wake cycle. So if you do sun gazing at sunrise and sunset, then you won't have any problems with insomnia or easily disturbed sleep. And if you meditate at first thing in the morning, sometime between 5 and 7, if you do standing meditation or walking, any of the meditations that I've taught you, if you do that on a regular, then you don't have future fear, future worry. That is our issue. Future fear, future worry, past anger. That disturbs the blood flow. You gotta do Qigong. You have to do Qigong. Okay.
Okay, for an invitation to Sunrise Qigong and a 3-day trial, go to loveqigong.com. That's LOVEQIGONG.com.
Okay, are we still on YouTube? You're about, okay. Before we cut out of YouTube, the seasons change. Florida, we have 6 seasons. Really? I thought you only had 2. Yeah, there's 6 seasons in Florida. The rest of the country only has 4. But you need to change your diet when the seasons change. You need to change your diet when the seasons change. So there is a seasonal detox. Now, I'm going to give it to you straight. 1 day a week, you need to not eat food because you eat more than what you need the other 6 days. 3 days a month, you need to do a water, lemon, cayenne fast. That's once a month, 3 days. That cleans out your system. Then, when the seasons change, you need to do a 7-day. And then before your birthday, you need to do 21 days. So there's a whole process to doing seasonal detox. It's really, really important to do a regular detox because you're going to get invited out, you're going to go to drinks, you're going to go to somebody's birthday party, somebody's wedding, and you're going to overeat the wrong crap. So you have to build in the detox into the system. And you can't, never mind. Okay, so DM me. We've got the ebook, we've got all the details to learn how to do the seasonal